Now in its second edition, kicked off this year in Nandi County with the Bagetuni Mountain Run, combining competitive sport and a celebration of local culture. Now, organizers say the event highlights the region's growing appeal as a destination for sports and adventure tourism. Gilbert Rono was on the ground in Nandi County and now reports on how the event blended sport, culture and tourism development.
At the break of dawn in Nairobi, silence stood no chance. Engines rolled to life. And with a decisive flag-off, the journey began. Convoy on a mission heading to Nandi County for the magical Kenya Trail Series and the Bagetuni Mountain Run. This was not just a road trip, it was a statement of intent. Winding roads clawed their way up steep hills before plunging into the deep valleys below. Hill after hill unfolded with authority commanding attention and demanding respect. This was Nandi, the home of the hills. Raw, bold, and apologetically beautiful. Taptengelei was our destination. Nestled deep within the highlands, the Taptengelei Training Institute officially opened its doors. An institution purpose-built to income hospitality training in a region fast emerging as a sports and adventure tourism powerhouse. The Kenya Tourism Board CEO John Chepkemei says this particular move will equip local youth with skills, strengthen service delivery, and ensures the communities around here remain central players in the tourism value chain.
So for the purpose of investment, we have launched the Adventure Club. This Adventure Club are bringing experienced owners who are keen to put in their money to invest in the infrastructure to attract adventure tourism. So in terms of the infrastructure to then support the business community, we have the county government and the national government through parliament putting in resources to develop this. What that does is then it stimulates uptake from the community, and by so doing they then venture into agri-business that then support and supply the value chain.
Where we are standing here is the Tinted Integrated Technical College, where we are partnered through the assistance of Kenya Tourism Board, Utalii College and Bandari College. We are going to train, and they have given us scholarship of 100 students. They are going to train high-level students in food and beverage, in hospitality, where they'll be able to work in cruise ships, in big hotels. They'll be able to work outside the country, and they'll be able to bring this country foreign income. What we're doing deliberately as a county together with KTB and the office of the MP is to come up with products that we call homestays. Homestays are facilities that are accredited, where guests can stay at individual members or individual residences' homes. So we just set minimum standards so that in the absence of a major hotel, for example, we can actually have guests distributed across homesteads as long as they meet certain minimum safety standards. And as a result, people are able to earn money.
A second flag off began in a symbolic atmosphere. It was time to set the course in motion. Hikers, trekkers, cyclists and the 4x4 drivers surged forward, each group ready to test itself against the unforgiving terrain. Engines thundered. Boots hit the ground. And pedals spun with purpose. Every step demanded resilience. Every climb tested agility. Every descent separated the prepared from the hesitant. From the sky, the story became even more striking. Aerial shots revealed machines and athletes carving through the rugged hills, with precision moving like clockwork. Surrounding them, endless stretches of sugarcane and coffee plantation stood tall and green, offering a calm contrast to the intensity of the competition below. It was nature at its most commanding and most generous. Nandi County has always been perceived as the home of the hills. It indeed boasts of its serene surrounding that is good for the mind and healthy for the soul.
So the first thing I've noticed is that everything here is a lot higher just in terms of the altitude. So I've done a few hills since I've been here. I've done Loganut and Satima, and the country itself is just amazing. The wildlife, the views, and honestly the people are just absolutely lovely. It's just an incredible place to be.
The experience actually, it was good, it was fun, it was a fun ride, though it was tough because of the hill climb. The terrain actually, it was a bit tough. The elevation also, it was tough. The elevation, it was about 2,200, but we managed. It was a nice experience and a good opportunity to cycle to this event.
So we've had a really good experience. I've been here for 2 weeks now. So obviously we've spent quite a few days working in the Conservancy, which has given us an opportunity to see the wildlife and to take part and do something constructive for the communities. And I've really enjoyed that, being involved, as well as being a tourist, also a good thing. And the weather and the scenery is just amazing. And we've had an opportunity to travel around the country to places like this. This is about, 3 or 4 hours away from the Conservancy. So we've travelled up to here and seen part of Kenya whilst we've been doing that.
It was beautiful, it was scenic, it's very hilly. We have seen valleys that we've never seen before. Kenya is indeed beautiful and has very beautiful landscapes. We've seen tea, we've seen coffee. I didn't even know coffee grows in Nandi. I didn't know there's a lot of sugarcane here. Of course it was tough, but as you can see, our vehicles are built for this. But there were areas that even if you do not have a very kitted 4x4 like the kind of cars that we have, you can still manage. Please take time, out of your schedule and drive around the country. Kenya is indeed beautiful.
The official unveiling of the Equator area in Tinderet also took place, with the site being named a new tourism attraction. Then came the final test. The Taptengelei run pushed athletes onto the demanding slopes of the Bargatuny mountain. From above, runners cut sharp lines across the hills. The determination etched into every stride.
Really enjoyable here for the nature, for tourism. It's a good place for running for mountains. I hope for the future you will be participating for the World Championship for mountain here. It's good to be part of this area, to be in the world, because of a very beautiful place according for the tourism and the nature.
And beyond the competition, culture took the center stage. On this day, the Nandi people stood tall, celebrating their heritage with pride.
As a government, we have what is called an all-of-government approach. We use the same event to speak to everything, to speak to sports, to speak to marketing Kenya in terms of tourism, and also marketing our cultural aspects. So we work together and in tandem to ensure that we market our country in the best way possible.
Their songs, dancings and traditions fill the air, grounding the event in identity and history.
Tukihakikisha kwamba culture yetu imebaki, utaona watalii wengi watafika huku, utaona watu wengi kutoka Mombasa, kutoka hata Uganda wakikuja kushuhudia wenyewe mambo yetu ya kitamaduni. So I want to urge all of us, it is not going back, it is not retrogressive, but it is progress to ensure that our culture, our heritage is preserved, is practiced, and it is passed from one generation to another one.
This cultural festival is more than a celebration. Si sherehe peke yake. It is a statement that speaks of who we are as Kenyans, what we value, and how we are choosing to share our story with the world. Tunaonyesha dunia yote vile Kenya ilivyo, watu wetu, chakula chetu, mavazi, nyimbo na kila kitu.
I found myself drawn into the moment, immersed in the culture, engaging with the people and witnessing a community that understands its power and place. Our folks, right deep at the heart of Nandi County in Taptengelei, we have one of the biggest Kalenjin festival celebrations. And here we've got artifacts and also different kinds of food stuff. Let's take a look on what this is all about.
Hii kwa Kinandi inaitwa abanget. Abanget ni kibuyu kubwa ambaye iko na mdomo kubwa ukiangalia. Ilikuwa inatumika kukamulia maziwa na pia kuwekea mala peke yake. Na pia kulishia wageni, jamii. Hii ya pili unaangalia vile iko haifanani na hiyo ingine, inaitwa mososhot. Mososhot kwa Kinandi ni kibuyu ambaye ilikuwa inatumika kulisha mtoto ambaye watoto wa kwanza wamekufa. Wenda ikawa wa kwanza, wa pili, wa tatu sasa. Hii kibuyu inalisha huyo mtoto ambaye anaitwa tegerio. Hii pia inaitwa kipsegerit. Kipsegerit ni kibuyu kubwa inatumika kulisha jamii na marafiki ya mzee wakifika. Hii hapa inaitwa soliat. Soliat ni kibuyu nyepamba, mrefu. Ukiangalia pia mdomo yake ni nyepamba. Inatumika kwa maziwa fresh peke yake na pia kulisha jamii. Kibuyu ya inafuata inaitwa maitkok. Maitkok ni kibuyu ya mzee peke yake. Hii hawezi kushare hata na rafiki yake akifika. Ndio maana nilisema hapo awali, hii inatumika kulisha marafiki ya mzee. Kwa sababu hii ni ya mzee peke yake, ni kibuyu ya maana katika jamii ya Nandi.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you just heard that. This is only meant for the men, not anyone else. The father, the head of the family.
Hii pia inaitwa komda. Hii ni kibuyu ambaye inatumika na wazee wakati tuna sherehe. Vile unaiangalia imekaa kama leta 8 na pia mdomo yake ni nyepamba na ishonwi. Inatumika wakati wa sherehe na wazee peke yake. Inaandamana pamoja na hii wakati huo wa sherehe. Hii inaitwa mwendet. Mwendet ni ya kuchota maji. Unachota kupitia hapa na kumwaga inapitia hapa. So hii ni ya sherehe peke yake. Haishonwi pia vile unaiangalia na vile umbo lake limekaa. Hii ni kibuyu ndogo ambaye inatumika kuwekea mtoto maziwa ama uji. Hii ni ya watoto peke yake. Inaitwa kimusaret. Alafu kuna aina ya hizi ambaye tunatumia kukunywa maziwa. Tunatumia pia kukunywa maji. Nita demonstrate dada yangu akiniwekea nikiendelea kuwaonyesha. Hii ni kibuyu kubwa inaitwa cheptebungony kwa Kinandi ambaye ukiweka lengu inakaa tu chini, haihitaji support. Tukifika hapa tuko na hii inaitwa tabet. Tabet tulikuwa tunatumia kupika ugali kwa sababu hizo masufuria zilikuja baadaye. Hapo awali haikukua. Na sahani pia haikukua. Hii inaitwa kerebeita. Tunapiga ugali, tunaweka hapa, mama na watoto tunakula hapa. Na hii inaitwa kishet, vile unaona ni ya kukata ugali. Alafu hii ni ya maana tena sana katika jamii yetu ya Nandi. Inaitwa kerebet, ni ya kuwekea tu ugali ya mzee peke yake. Hawezi kushare na mtu mwingine.
I found myself into the rhythm, amazed by the richness of the culture. I did not just observe. I integrated, sharing moments with the people, learning their ways, and witnessing firsthand how culture remains deeply woven into the identity of this land. So basically this is how this is actually demonstrated. I'm just going to take a pinch of this particular millet and right there, and this is how we grind. It's kind of a curvy pattern, and after grinding, so you can do this for quite some few minutes until it's finely powdered. Yeah. This is actually the final product.
Naona hata njo hii sotet tunawekanga makaa, na makaa yenyewe njo hii itet tunachoma kwa moto, alafu ikiwaka ikuwa nyeuzi tunaweka sotet. Sasa tunaweka sotet, tunaweka hivi, tunasisiri hivi mpaka hiyo makaa inapaki ndani, alafu tunaitoa, tunaiweka kando hiyo, tunatoa so shot sasa ndio inashaka. Sasa mama unakaa chini, unaweka sasa mkuu hivi, alafu sasa unaanza kushaka hivi. Wamama wa Kinandi huwa wanaimba, wako na wimbo yao, wanasema susotet sigerangi chego siginde kablengu. Unashaka hivyo, alafu unaiweka tena, unarudisha, unatingisa hivi ndio hiyo makaa ishike kila mahali. Alafu sasa unamwaka makaa, unamwakia mahali fulani, alafu sasa unachukua maziwa, unaweka kichungi, alafu sasa unamwaka kwa sotet. Alafu sasa tunaiweka kwa kablengu. Hapa sasa ndio kablengu tunaiweka sasa hapo. Alafu sasa inakaa siku 4. Sasa inashikana na kuwa mursik mala. Alafu sasa tunaitoa sasa. Ukitoa kuna hiyo mursik, kuna kitu kingine ndani, unatoa kichiko, unaitoa hiyo nini, unaweka kando. Alafu sasa tena unaweka, unatingisa. Ukitingisa uko chak unaweka. Alafu sasa hivyo unatoa kuruet hii iko kwa ile chak. Sasa alafu wamama wanashika kabisa hivi. Alafu unaweka kabisa char mpaka musiki inakuwa kabisa nyororo. Mpaka inakuwa nyororo kabisa. Hakuna ile nini kubwa hivi. Alafu hapo sasa unaiweka tena, sasa unakawia sasa watu wako. Unapata musiki ile tamu. Ile ukimkunywa jasho inatoka tu. Jasho inatoka peke yake, na unakula na ugali ya wimbi yenye tumeshaka. Sasa wimbi kama hii tunaishaka, alafu sasa tunapika wimbi kabisa, na unaweka, kuna sahani yetu tunawekanga, alafu sasa unaweka meza, alafu tunakawa sasa tunakula na musiki. Hiyo ni chakula yetu ya Kinandi, ya samane ya Wanandi. Sasa hivi unakuta kichana kama nyinyi sasa hivi, hata akiruka hivi anaruka mpaka juu, akishika mukiki hivi anarusha mpaka huko kabisa. Wamama naye wakienda shamba wanalima shamba kabisa, na jasho tu inatoka na mkono na mtoto iko kwa mkongo, na unaenda fanya kazi yako tu hata na mtoto kwa mgongo, kwa vile chakula yetu hii ya Wanandi hii mursik na ugali ya wimbi na mboga ya kienyeji.
Generations standing side by side, different in age, united by one thing in common: culture. I was introduced to different types of gods, each crafted with purpose, each carrying a story. Then came the taste of the mursik, thick, sour, and smoked to perfection.
Itwa kihead. Hii ni ya nyani, ngozi ya nyani. Tunatumia kama wakati wa entertainment.
Then came the horn, attempting to blow it not once. Failure after failure drew laughter from the crowd. The journey ended with the knowledge of herbs, roots and leaves used to treat ailments long before modern medicine arrived. Each plant carried healing. School children also had a share of the experience.
The culture is important, as I learned many things about our grandmoms and Then when we visit there, our grandmom, when we are in the village, then we understand more about the cultural food. We learned that when you eat this traditional food, then you will have that, you will not be of that, there will be no diseases, yes. We'll be eating the vegetables, food, yes. Okay.
This was Nandi culture, bold, intentional and unbroken. Not preserved in museums, but alive in the hands, voices and hearts of its people.
We are proud of our culture, yay!
Mighty traditional music. Take a closer look. It has the dark, which is actually the black powder that is actually mixed with the very raw milk. And so this particular black powder is actually meant to make it a little bit nutritious and also tasty.
We call it osek.
You got that right. Osek. This is it. Taptengelei, Nandi County. My name is Gilbert Rono.